Hello again, it's Dave Kirloff with the languageofhitting.com, and today we're going to look at the player who we've been working with for the last, 7 weeks. He's come in for 7 workouts with us, and what we can pick up from this player is his approach basically is to stand at home plate, see the ball out of the pitcher's hand, and make his reaction. Or in other words, pretty simple, just see it and hit it. And it's pretty common advice. But what we've been stressing with this young lad is how to capture and harness and control his flow of energy, and control his momentum, his power, and control his force. These are things that players can adapt to and change while in the course of the game. What you'll notice in this hitter's actions is, we change clips again, is that you'll see that the consistency of the swing isn't really there. Sometimes he'll step bigger than other times, and he'll use more of his shoulders versus his hips and his arms. And if you watch really his flow of energy every swing, you'll see how basically he stands at home plate and just tries to get going the last second, because the ball on this last example is almost on top of him. So he does what is natural, and that's just sort of clear everything out of the way all at one time, mainly his hips and his shoulders, because the ball is gaining on him. Right about now, we'll see his front shoulder, we'll see his front hip, his front knee. All this area just starts to clear out of the way, because the race is almost over, and he'll do whatever it takes to get himself through that ball. And basically, he just forces a bad result. This swing's not comfortable, and just forces himself to get through. This last clip is pretty much close to what we've been seeing. His consistency is not there. He just doesn't have a gauge on what we're going to do with this timing, and just waits for the ball to be released from the pitcher's hand, and then he begins to start to move. You watch his flow of energy. Basically, it's all just a turn and a rush, where you wrap the energy around his axis. For many coaches and teachers, it's not a bad idea, and this is what we look at. We look at, rotational versus linear, and you just think this person is just a straight rotational type of hitter, just sits and spins. But basically, he's relying on what he has to do just to get the bat through the ball, and that's just sort of sit and spin, because that's the only thing he can do. But after 7 weeks, if we put him up against what he does now, we can see a better flow of energy, a better plan of attack, understanding when I got to start moving, understanding when I got to collect everything, understand when and how I'm going to, what body parts I'm going to use more of to get a steady, reliable swing, and basically put as much thrust as I can behind the ball. Let's take a look at this again. On the right, notice how there's more consistency in the stance. His timing mechanisms are working better for him to collect momentum and collect energy, and has much more control out of the swing. Let's pull up another picture, examine these two together. what we can't see in this frame is the pitcher, and we don't know exactly where he's timing, but we can get a good gauge because the clips on the right. This young hitter doesn't have to rush or hurry or swing. He has time to grab everything he has and bring it forward into the pitch, being comfortable, being smooth and relaxed. It allows him to get more of drive action through the point of contact rather than having to be rushed and hurried and uncomfortable. And more information can be found about our hitting paradigms and principles. I'm very excited because we've really touched gold on what we're doing right now with the players, and we can see big differences in just a matter of hours. So check it out.